Now at 6, a man is in the Washington County Jail accused of secretly recording women inside the restroom of a Springdale winery. Richard Copeland faces a charge of video voyeurism after investigators say he took the video of multiple women on a spy pen camera. New at 6, we're hearing from those directly impacted. 5 News reporter Jose Carranza spoke to a group of women who were at the winery celebrating a birthday, now left stunned and full of questions.
You just kind of question humanity at that point.
On April 12th, Brittany Wooden celebrated her birthday with friends at Sassafras Springs Winery.
We thought it was going to be a really fun day.
But it turned into a nightmare. Wooden says members of her group were unknowingly captured on a spy camera while using the bathroom. The camera, discovered by another patron who took it to the employees.
We have at least 7 victims right now on the camera pen that was found.
Lieutenant Robert Marsh with the Washington County Sheriff's Office says the investigation is still in its early stages, but they have identified a suspect, Richard Copeland. He is in jail with a $150,000 bond charged with video voyeurism.
We're having some wine and just drinking and having a good time.
Brittany's sister, Gracie Furr, was part of the birthday celebration and says she's one of the 3 in their group included in the secret footage.
You never thought something like this would happen to you until it actually does, and it's just I feel like I haven't really even processed it yet. It's kind of crazy. It's still just hitting me. I'm in shock a little bit.
According to an arrest affidavit, surveillance video shows Copeland entering 2 women's restrooms before the first woman was recorded using the toilet. It then shows him monitoring the bathroom area and his cell phone for more than 30 minutes.
It's extremely humiliating, knowing that we're in a very private setting and just not knowing that somebody had their eyes on us that was sitting right outside the room.
A search of Copeland's home and car turned up more spy cameras and recordings of women in the bathroom who didn't know they were being recorded.
And I know that there's still good in the world and there's great people, but it makes you just think twice about where you go, who you surround yourself with.
The investigation is ongoing. Copeland's arraignment hearing is set for May 28th in Washington County. Covering the news where you live, Jose Carranza, 5 News.
Copeland was employed by Washington Regional Medical Center. A hospital spokesperson tells 5 News Copeland no longer works there and that an investigation of their facilities after his arrest did not uncover anything of concern. Meanwhile, Sassafras Springs Winery tells us the safety of staff and customers is of utmost priority and that they're working closely with the Washington County Sheriff's Office on the investigation. Right now, ASP is investigating after a SWAT raid in Carroll County ended with a man dead. It happened Thursday morning around Highway 187 in Eureka Springs. As 2 warrants were being served to Jeremy Coyle, the SWAT team tried to get him to come out of his home. But after he refused, they forced their way in and found him with a weapon. ASP says Coyle pointed the weapon at officers, which led them to shooting and killing him. Investigators are now working to determine if the use of deadly force was consistent with state law. Tonight, we're getting new details after a woman was attacked with a crossbow in Bentonville. 29-year-old Joseph Alexander was arrested back in March. According to police, Alexander allegedly broke into his parents' home and fired a crossbow at his mother, hitting her in the head. According to new court documents, it all started after Alexander demanded money from his parents. Investigators say the woman played dead while Alexander fought with his father. She was eventually able to get help after running to a neighbor's house to call 911. Alexander is facing a long list of charges, including attempted capital murder. Tonight, we're learning wages are up across the state. According to ADP, Arkansas saw a 4.7% increase in wages year over year. That puts Arkansas at number 19 among all the states for wage growth. ADP also found the median annual salary was $50,000 in April. Another reminder about that Real ID deadline. By May 7th, you need to get that gold star in the corner of your ID, or you won't be able to get on flights or enter federal buildings. As of last month, only 29% of Arkansans actually have one. You can head up to your local revenue office to get one, and remember, you'll need your birth certificate, a passport, or a social security card. Mercy Hospital Fort Smith is unveiling a massive expansion, one that hospital leaders say will transform the way they care for patients. 5 News reporter Jacob Luthi takes us inside the new emergency and ICU departments.
After breaking ground 3 years ago, Mercy Hospital Fort Smith now has new emergency and ICU departments. And hospital leaders say that this will not only increase the amount of patients seen, but improve the level of care as well.
It allows us to just care for them in the way that they deserve to be cared for.
City leaders and hospital staff watched on at a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Friday, signaling a significant milestone for Mercy Hospital Fort Smith.
We're as good as our community is, and we're here to help them.
The $186 million expansion adds 161,000 square feet to the hospital. The emergency department is growing from 29 to 50 rooms, with the capacity to treat 25,000 more patients each year. It will also come equipped with a 5-room secured area for behavioral health patients.
Our existing department was built in the 70s, and there isn't enough space to care for the population of patients that we serve, and our equipment is not up to date. And so moving into this new space and having the adequate footprint and the adequate equipment to properly care for our community is really exciting.
The intensive care unit is nearly doubling in size, now with 64 state-of-the-art rooms, including more spaces to support patients on ventilators and more space for visitors.
We designed our rooms to accommodate a family member to stay 24/7. It's so important that families are here. It helps with the healing process.
Hospital leaders say all the money, time, and effort needed to accomplish this feat is worth it to best serve the community.
We were unable to serve every patient that came in here to the best of our ability because we ran out of space. And so bringing this building, this huge, beautiful building here, is going to help keep patients here in the River Valley.
The new emergency department is set to open May 7th, followed by the ICU department, which is expected to open on May 21st. In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, Jacob Luthi, 5 News.
A taste of Hollywood in Rogers. This weekend marks the start of the Rogers Short Film Festival. It's in its 5th year and allows filmmakers to compete against their peers in categories based on experience and budget. Organizers say events like these are important to showcase the thoughtfulness and creativity local and international filmmakers.
There's so much creativity because of the constricted time frame, constricted budget, constricted number of characters you can tell stories through, that it's astounding to see what these filmmakers can do with limited resources and in a really compressed time frame. It's also fun because you can see
the festival is being hosted at 2nd Street Studio in downtown Rogers. You can snag a 1-day pass for $25 or an all-access 2-day pass for $120. That includes access to the Filmmaker Lounge, premium seating, and exclusive events.